The next question. Hayes County opposed the wastewater permit from the Water District and ended up costing the taxpayers more to get their permit. Taxpayers ended up paying for the county to sue the Water District, and the end result was a permit with little changes from the original one. Mr. Whisenant, what are your thoughts on this topic?
In regard to the research I've done in this, it appears to me that the original permit request was basically would match the City of Austin discharge that's currently going into the Colorado River. Given the circumstances that transpired after that, the money that was used to litigate this in terms of the county, in terms of the Water District, which will ultimately be the responsibility of the ratepayer here in Belterra, I really think could have been put to better use trying to figure out how to use that money to better improve the system as opposed to litigate it in court. Here again, the circumstance is that if you cooperate, if you work together, a lot of times solutions are found at a lot less expense than having to litigate them and create the loss of time and income and or postpone or delay any type of improvements to a system that you're trying to keep in compliance and producing good quality effluent for the environment.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Ford, Hayes County did oppose the wastewater permit from the Water District, ended up costing the taxpayers more to get their permit. Taxpayers ended up paying for the county to sue the Water District, and in the end, the result was a permit with little changes. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are first that there is a huge difference between the Colorado River and Bear Creek, a little pristine, intermittent creek that flows. Belterra makes the headwaters for that, and it flows into Onion Creek and on down into the Colorado. So we're talking about the headwaters of a very small creek. The developer made a choice to change its wastewater program from a treated and then subsurface groundwater dispersal type of system and to go for a discharge permit, again, into a pristine little creek that affects lots of landowners and private property owners downstream. Hayes County was not the only entity opposing this permit. Also joining the opposition was the City of Dripping Springs, the City of Austin, LCRA, the Barton Springs Edwards Groundwater District, the Hayes Trinity Groundwater Districts, and a number of affected landowners downstream. It was the first kind of permit of its kind in this watershed in a little water body that again couldn't handle even at highly treated water, could not handle the increased volumes of nitrogen and phosphorus. Hayes County Commissioners Court unanimously chose to oppose the permit, and because we wanted to be a part in a deeper policy about how development occurred, and that we would protect the safe, orderly, and healthful development in our county. There's the case is continuing, and Hayes County is not longer a part of it. And I have to say, I think because of the contested case hearing and the evidence put before the SOA judge, that we did end up with a permit that was more highly restricted in the way the water was treated and more highly enforced in what will happen in the creek. So I understand unhappiness with the property taxes that are paid here by Belterra, 87 cents rate. The county's 46.92 cents. So that part of this case was a very small part of that.
Thank you, Commissioner Ford. Our final question before wrapping up tonight with these candidates. Hayes County, we know, one of the fastest growing counties in the entire state of Texas, more people coming here. We're faced with improving our roadways, education, and county services. Mr. Whisenant, if elected, how would you balance this growth yet still maintain the beauty and charm of our area?
I feel like that the only opportunity that any community would have to balance the ability to grow and economically prosper with maintaining its character and identity would be by close coordination of the county and the local jurisdictions, municipalities, even working with regional authorities for the broad-based economic development that would sustain, protect the environment, and and give you the chance to plan your development so that you can maintain what I consider or would call the hill country flavor. And I would consider this as just as important for commercial as it is residential development. What we have to do is look at opportunities in this area. Jobs are something that we've got to have to help our economy here. I don't think anybody that wants to come here plans on having for the full time of their stay here to drive back and forth to Austin. I think we need to try to find ways to create jobs here for our local people and with an ability to keep them off some of the thoroughfares and roads that are so heavily crowded and that are going to create even larger infrastructure needs for us in the future. Simply planning, then you get the people that are involved together and find out what's going to work best for everybody involved.
Mr. Whisenant, thank you so much. Now, Commissioner Ford, how do you balance that beauty and charm of the area and the growth?
This is something that I talk about a lot. This is something that I think that I stand for, and that is balancing our economic opportunity, which we have plenty of, and that will be growing and coming as our population grows, and also working to protect and preserve the natural resources that we have so bountiful in this county. We have beauty, we have natural streams, clear skies, and we have to look at how to balance those. Some of the things that we're doing right now, we are balancing our bond programs. We have, as we look at infrastructure and our road bond program, we have balanced that in the past years with also having a parks and open space program. I've been an advocate for looking at open space to protect water quality and property values and quality of life around our county. We bought a conservation easement on 2,300 acres of land in order to do that. We're looking at a regional habitat conservation plan, again, another way to protect land, and as well as offsetting developers' needs to go to the federal agencies. They can be here locally and have local control of managing the Endangered Species Act. So we are getting ready to have a 1,000-acre preserve not far from here in the Precinct 4 to protect those species and have that. There's development regulations is another way that we can help to balance growth and open space and protection of resources. We have recently adopted new development regulations that set a standard for a minimum of 6-acre lots for developing on groundwater, and that is an effort to save our resources and find new ways of growing in this county. So balancing our economic growth and while protecting our natural resources is something that I've been working hard to do.
Thanks so much, Commissioner Ford. Now comes the time when we get to wrap it up with a minute each. Each candidate gets to sell him or herself for 1 more minute. We'll begin with you, Mr. Whisenant.
Thank you again to the people here in Belterra, to KDRP, and to KXAN TV. We appreciate this opportunity to come and speak with you. I want to say that I would appreciate your support, because what I would like to do is be the Precinct 4 Commissioner for Hays County. I want to help keep Hays County dollars in Hays County. I want to be your full-time commissioner. I'm going to be a fiscal conservative. I want to be open and transparent with the transaction of business in Hays County. I want to lead from the front. I will strive to do more with less. I've been endorsed by the Hays County Law Enforcement Association. I've been endorsed by the Fraternal Order of Police, the Lodge number 23 here in Hays County. And I'm going to ask for your vote. I would appreciate it, and I will do my best to earn it as your commissioner. Thank you.
And Commissioner Ford.
All right, thank you so much. It has been an honor to represent the people of Precinct 4 and of Hays County for the past 4 years. I want to continue another 4 years and take advantage of the experience and the relationships and the knowledge that I've learned being your representative. I have been a full-time active commissioner, and I've treated this job as frankly more than full-time. I'll work at it all the time. Here's some things that I've been a champion for while in office. I've watched out for quality of growth. through the passage of a comprehensive set of development standards. I've worked for responsible, common sense government by promoting efficiencies in local government and holding on tight to our maintenance and operations budget. Held the tax rate down despite 2 voter-approved bond packages, enhanced property values and public safety by pushing an aggressive road improvement program in Precinct 4, protection of streams, creeks, groundwater quality by ensuring that development adheres to the best practices and standards for construction and stormwater controls. I've worked for water resources and conservation, but through the creation of our Water Conservation Working Group and the first ever rainwater harvesting event in the region, and planning for a safe, prosperous future. We have done had a lot of hard work and accomplished a lot of things and set the groundwork for moving forward to continue to make sure that our county, our precinct, will take advantage of the economic opportunity that we have, and at the same time preserve and protect the things that brought us here in the first place, our quality of life, the property, the solid values that we have in our property, and the beauty that we see around us. Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner Ford. Let's give each candidate applause now. We thank them both. We thank all of you here with us in Belterra this evening listening. We also want to thank, of course, the radio listeners, you out there that are listening on KDRP right now, and those of you who are watching live video screening, hopefully not screaming. I'm trying not to scream. Nobody screamed. It's been nice. It's been a nice question and answer. We are going to come back in about 10 minutes and meet a candidate for State Representative District 45. We'll be back, so stick around.